morning, class. So today we are team three, group three of Owen Consulting, and today we're going to be talking about digital communication in the digital workplace. My name is Matan McKaylee. This is Leo, Tara Johnson, Zoe, and Summer. So today we're going to go through. So today we're going through communication process, listening skills, nonverbal communication, cultural influence, and strategies for intercultural workplace. So I have a question for everyone. Why do you think communication is important?
Because
Anyone?
we do it every day.
Because we do it every day? That is true, but also I want to add a little bit more and expand on that. So communication is really important because we all have the technical skills to compete in our workforce, but we don't have the expertise in expressing that. So for an example, if we're performing every day really well, but we feel like we are undervalued, we need to be able to express that to our managers. Say, hey, we're, I believe I'm being undervalued. And we need to be able to communicate that efficiently. So next we're going to go over the communication process. So here on the left side is going to be the sender, and on the right side is going to be the receiver. The sender has an idea and will formulate that idea, and then encode that message and send it through a channel or medium to the receiver. The receiver is going to receive that message, then decode it and give feedback in form of reply or just kind of some notice to say I've received the message and I understood it. And then the sender could also give additional feedback as in a follow-up question or kind of to move the conversation along. Throughout this process, there are things called noise. There are any barriers or interruptions that can break the communication process down. And now I'll give it to Zoe to talk about types of communication.
Okay, so you can see it's very important for communication. So we do need to take this class with a very positive attitude, right? Maybe the true reason behind it is because of the expensive tuition, who knows? Okay, here are five types of communication, but I only listed the top two types of communication. If you want to know the other three, you can Google. Okay, the top two types is communication. One is you speak, I listening. It's the verbal communication. The other one is nonverbal language. And in the you speak, I listening section, I want to show that speaking is important, but listening is also important. Why do I say that? I can show you an example. Okay, Leo, I have something in hurry. Could you tell me where is the Mary Beth's office?
Oh, I think it's on the first floor of this building and it's near Mary Beth's office.
Oh.
Do you know Mary Beth? I think she's a very great professor. I have taken she's a communication class, and last class we have a challenge. She asked me to meet many people as I can in 15 minutes,
Okay.
and we need to ask person question and to get some feedback.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's very crazy, amazing. Yeah. I really like the program, and many people do try their best to do these things. I think I got 14 people. You can see that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I know she's good, but don't please do not volunteer. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you can see listening is very important. Here I listed some very important tips for you. The first one is just relax your mouth and stop talking. Yeah. And these tips are not only for you, but for everyone. Okay. Okay, so here is an interesting challenge for you. After class, maybe you can find a partner to practice it. Listening to others for 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, you can't speak anything. You will say it's very difficult. Okay. Okay, so the another type is the nonverbal communication. Let's go over to Tara.
Hi, so nonverbal communication is very important when talking to people. It's a lot of the subtle things that you don't even realize that you're doing. They're involuntary, and body language is a big aspect of nonverbal communication. So when you're talking to somebody, you should always create eye contact and maintain that eye contact. It shows that you're involved in active listening, and you really want to know what that person is saying. It shows that you're listening. It shows that you are communicating effectively within your conversation. Another is facial expressions. A lot of these you don't even realize that you're making a facial expression, and you really need to, when you're talking to someone, especially in a business context, you need to make sure that your facial expressions aren't all over the place and you're giving either wrong signals or you're upsetting the person that you're talking to. You also want to make it look like you're intrigued, so you're nodding, you're doing other things to say, yeah, I agree with you, and that I'm listening to what you're saying. And then posture and gestures. I talk with my hands a lot, and it can be really distracting to people. I can be all over the place, and that is one thing I know I need to personally work on. But you need to make sure that you're sitting up in your chair if you're sitting down, or you're open to somebody, because the way that you present yourself to people makes a big impact. And if you're all slouched and making it look like you don't care, or just look like you're out of it, it can give a really bad message to the people that you're talking to. So you always want to make sure that you're positively expressing yourself. And another thing about body language and stuff is to dress professionally in a professional manner, because if you go to a job interview in sweatpants and flip-flops, it's not going to show that you really want to be there, and it's not going to show that you're professional, and it doesn't give the best first impression of you. And first impressions can be very important when it comes to business world, and it's a big part of nonverbal communication. It really speaks to what you want to do with this job interview, and it really shows that you're driven and you want this job. You want to communicate effectively. You always want to establish eye contact, and then you want to reduce and eliminate physical barriers. So we're in a public space right here, well, me and everybody else, and there's 4 different zones of how close you are to people with personal space and then public space. So we're further apart, and if there was something in my way and I wanted to talk to you, either I would have to come closer so that we could have a good conversation, or you would have to come closer, or different on, or just move things. So there could be, I timekeep and referee for an organization, and I sit in a little glass box, and a lot of times people will want to come tell me stuff, but I can't hear them because there's a glass box around me and I'm surrounded. So I have to move myself outside of the little glass box to talk to everybody, to hear what they're saying, in case there's something I missed or they missed that we need to communicate. And a lot of times this can go down to just hand gestures that mean things. And then again, you want positive posture when you're, especially in a job interview, in any context, even when you're talking to your friends. They want to make sure that you're listening and you're not blowing them off, because nobody ever wants to be blown off in a conversation. We also need to learn how to interpret nonverbal communication. It is very important to understand when people are sad or when they're happy. You want to know when you're talking to someone, do they look bored out of your mind? Do you need to like wrap it up and say, okay, I'm done talking about this subject? Or does something make them happy and you can see that they type a faint smile, or they laugh a little bit, and then you can go deeper into that conversation, and maybe there's more down that road, and it tells you which direction you can take in a conversation. But if something, if you say something and they kind of go, ooh, no, and you can see it in their face that you probably shouldn't be talking about that, maybe that's a sore spot for them, or maybe you should just avoid the subject entirely. And you need to practice. You can record yourself, like what we're doing right now, to see what you're doing with your body, because a lot of these are involuntary. You don't always know, and you can't see yourself unless you're in front of a mirror or recording yourself. So recording yourself makes it really, you can go back and watch it and see. I know I'm probably going to say, okay, I need to stop moving my hands so much. But record yourself to practice, and you can talk to family and friends. They say, oh, you're doing this, and whenever I talk about this, you make that face, and you just look like you're not interested in what I'm saying. And family and friends can really help you to see and tone back what you're doing to communicate more effectively for the nonverbal aspect of communication. So, and then I'm going to pass it off to Zoe for, or Leo,
Yeah, it's for me. Yeah.
cultural influence.
So it's my turn to tell you about the cultural influence. You can see with the globalization that many different culture people get together. You see in this class we have American people, Chinese people, Korean people, and many people together. So there are some influence about culture in the communication. The textbook mentioned, I mean, this the 6 types of context, individual, time origin, or orientation, power distance, communication style, and intercultural communication, social media, and communication technology. I think you can search it on textbook very easily about the detail of these things. So today I don't want to tell about these 6 things. I want to show some example for you. First is an emoji. Do you know this emoji is very interesting? Why I introduce is because cultural difference not only between different culture also happen in the same culture because they are different generation. For my father and mother, they always use this emoji to show they are happy and they are very very happy and enjoy the happiness. But for me, what does it mean? It means it's right smile. Why my mother use it for smile is because this definition is smile in the WeChat or our something we use. But when I use this smile, it means that oh I see maybe two of my friends just kiss behind me and I will send this email to them because I'm not very happy. I just pretend to be happy, yeah. This is first case, and another is I want to ask you a question. How old are you? It is good when you're in Korea, you begin conversation with this question.
There is one.
Okay. Interesting question for you. When you're in China, if someone just asks you a question, how old are you? What do you feel?
I will say 18.
So
do I.
Yeah, so it's very interesting that maybe in Korea it's the important thing to know the people is older than you or younger than you. But in China, maybe also in American, if you ask someone age is impolite. Especially for girls or women, it's impolite thing. Yeah, I think it's also the cultural differences. Another thing is that social media. Karen, what do you use social media with in China? Which one? WeChat, yeah. What do you, John? Line, yeah. Alex? Kakao. Okay. Really? What's you? Yeah, you see different type, different social media, but how can we connect it? I think we need to know each other, know their culture, and don't afraid to make mistake. If you make mistakes, just say sorry and to correct it, and you will do it better in the next time. And this is for the culture influence. Thank you. And this next part for Summer. Yeah.
First, Sherry, what can you see from this picture?
I see these people come from different countries.
Perfect. These people of different races are working together, and your future job may requires you to interact with people from different countries, and especially in the U.S., your co-workers may differ from you in race, gender, and other ways. So we need to becoming interculturally proficient. But how can we do that? The key is curbing ethnocentrism and stereotyping. Ethnocentrism means the belief in the superiority of one's own culture. It causes us to judge others by our own values. And stereotyping. A stereotype is an oversimplified perception of a behavioral pattern or characteristic applied uncritically to groups. Let's see an example. Americans are always loud, friendly, and impatient. And for Asians, they maybe think they are quite smart and inscrutable. But this attitude seems to make sense, but we can't apply them to individual business communicators because this may maybe create misconceptions or misunderstandings. So we really need to look beneath the surface stereotypes and the labels to discover individual personal qualities. And yeah. And these barriers, however, can be overcome by developing tolerance, which means learning about beliefs and practices different from our own and appreciating them.
we need to open-minded and receptive to new experiences. And our textbook give us some suggestions about how to communicate in intercultural audiences. I think we should look through these tips carefully and put them into practice. And any questions? Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Y'all did great on time. You were exactly where you told me you would be. A little over 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to keep it going so you can see the feedback that people are doing. I had Brinley as the first person. Okay. Tell us what you saw or your observations, what you liked, what could maybe be improved.
First of all, it was really great. The presentation was really great. It was very professional. All the pictures were just, they communicated well what you were trying to talk about. I thought Leo, you did a fantastic job on your part incorporating the audience, but everyone did incorporate the audience, and I really enjoyed that. You asked questions. You kept us all engaged. I mean, for some people, they might just be waking up. I don't know. It's 10 something now, so that was great that you got us engaged. I just enjoyed everyone's presentation. You all did present well. You spoke well. None of you were too fast or too slow. There were two things I thought you could improve on. Number one, you guys are kind of clumped together over there. So I think maybe kind of like so maybe like put two people over there. Because it kind of, I'm there behind podium area, so maybe just kind of come out and show us what you're all wearing maybe, since I see a lot of blue and black, but maybe show us a cool outfit there. And you all look very, very nice too. And also stronger transitions between each member. Instead of saying, oh, I'm not going to pass it on to them, and say, well, now I talked about the communication differences between countries. I'm not going to pass it on to how these influence our behavior, and Tara will talk about
Exactly. Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
That's a good point.
Otherwise, yeah, it was really good. Good job.
Okay, perfect. I think I had Aiden was one of them too. Did you do this one?
Yep.
Okay.
I think over there really did a great job. Especially they started with a question, Matan, and Leo and Zoe. They did role playing. It's really easy to understand their context, and they gave us a lot of easy examples. And also they made a great PPT, so I think it's really good. But I have few opportunity areas that they are. I can feel that they a little bit rushed due to the time limit, and they could have Q&A session at the end of the presentation. And one thing that I want to tell you for Zoe and Summer, I think they might need to more eye contact with audience. So that's all.
Okay, perfect. Alex, were you one of them for this team?
Oh, no, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they did a good job for the presentation, but especially for Leo, that was really fun, and he gave me a lot of good examples to understand. And actually, I have same opinion with the Aiden. Some slides they passed too fast, so I can't see what it is. And for Meton and um, Joy, I think it's better to raise your guys' voice a little bit. Then
Okay.
yeah, that's all for today.
Okay. Serena, did you do this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I really like the Zoe and Leo, their senior play part. They really bring us to the situation a lot, and also their slides is kind of like a expression, like it's easier to understanding. But so I want to point that some of the slides has a lot of words on them, so that may lead you to like reading it a lot. So yeah, that's the only part.
Okay.
Maybe they can improve.
Okay. Thank you, Serena. And then Kathy. Was it Kathy? Oh, who did it? Karen. I'm sorry, I said Kathy. Karen. I don't have the cheat sheet of all y'all's names. Okay. Karen, sorry.
So I think they did a great job, and they used a lot of interesting examples and pictures, so the speech is really funny. summer they can try to speak slowly.
Okay. Okay. Some of the people that were in the audience, what's something you learned about communication? Just anyone. You can get a snack if you talk. So. Yeah, I know. That's okay. They can go. They can get up and get one. Eduardo, what was something you learned?
I really like that they leveraged their, I guess, global knowledge in the
Yeah.
cultural differences. So
Yeah, that's fun.
They played on what they know and gave great examples.
So in Korean culture, it's okay to ask someone their age?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, but not in China, really.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And not in America usually either.
Yeah.
I even learned the emoji when we were going over this. I didn't know that part.
So that emoji, to me, I always thought that meant something good. Because I always post that on my discussion board that, is it because I'm older than 18? No, it's okay. I don't care.
I'm familiar with WeChat. Maybe you're not very. I think maybe you can see sometime. At first, Taiwanese also don't know this thing. I think it's first time I told John and Kevin about.
Oh, really?
This emoji thing.
Oh, okay.
I think something will maybe change because when I was in primary school, it's also some words that show our we are happy. But when undergraduate, this also means a rice meal also. Yeah.
What does it mean? Say that again. Rice mail?
Rice smell.
Oh.
Rice smell. W-R.
Oh, what smile?
Right.
Right.
W-R-Y.
Oh, rice smile.
Oh, Y smile. W-R.
No,
Wait.
like rye bread.
Rye bread. Okay, like
Yeah,
it's
like-
really not a smile. It's kind of like it's. Is that the smile you're gonna do when you see all these lovebirds holding hands on? You're gonna be. Yeah, I'm so happy for you. Whatever. Okay, rye smile. I didn't hear what that said. Okay. So Faye, what did you learn?
I think Leo's part is really good. It's really funny. Yeah, and their group has lots of communication with its audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I agree with Serena. Some slides has lots of words and
Yeah.
they don't have enough time for us to read. Yeah. That's
Okay. Yeah, but what's something you actually learned from their presentation? Was there something that you were like, oh, I didn't know that
It's
specifically?
specifically, I should learn something from Leo. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How
Well,
he communicate with the
Uh-huh.
audience and
Okay.
how he made the presentation interesting.
Okay.
This part is
So you liked his part. Okay. So overall it's good, but while y'all are up there, I want Summer come around and come by Matan. Okay. And also Zoe, I want you to go by Matan. And you have two over here. Now spread out a little bit more. Don't get in front of the screen though, because right where you are right there, you're in front of the screen. Make sure your head's not there. Now you two spread out a little bit more, like you come kind of go there. Okay, that's good. So what you want to do is you want to, no, Matan doesn't have to be all the way back there. Okay, so when you're like that, it makes it visually a little more appealing. Other than that, and that's what Brinley was saying. So you want to try to spread out a little bit more. I thought for a week of preparation, this was phenomenal. Okay, this was great. You had 1 week to do it. I am amazed at what you guys did. This is an example of really something that I'm very pleased with. Okay, so you guys overall did well. The things that I would say are exactly what was mentioned. Stronger transitions. Make it like a story that you're all telling together. So now that we know a little bit about cultural impact, how do we apply that to the workplace, like she said? Summer or Zoe, can you give us a little bit more? Yes, I'd be happy to. Next, we're going to talk about how this works in the workplace. But you guys did so many good things that really trumps all of, no pun to Trump being up there, but it really trumps a lot of the things that you could improve. Because overall, I would say for the first presentation in the class and for what you did right, that's more of what you could see. People were grasping for what you did wrong. You didn't really do that much wrong. So it is Summer, there were times it looked like you were reading from your notes. I really want it to be more of a conversation and not exactly from your notes. And then, yes, I think simplify your slides. Something like those great tips that you had, Summer, that might be a good handout to give the class to say, here's something we want to leave you with. So remember, you can get, if you want me to make copies of something, just bring me a copy in the morning before you're presenting, and I'll make copies for you, as long as you're there by around 9. Because I think something like that is a really good handout. It's really hard on communication because there's really no perfection to communication. But if you have some really good tips, those would be great to kind of add and kind of include in. So yes, watch the voice. I felt like when you're looking for strong voices, Tara, your storytelling about the referee was really good. I think you all have very good strengths in your presenting. Leo, definitely the comic relief. I think you want to put him in places where he adds the interest of the fun, and just the way you present Leo is naturally makes us, smile and but not the bad smile, the good smile. So I thought you all did a really wonderful job. Matan, you opened it up good. I wanted to comment on Matan, and I know he's probably done a lot of presenting because he was in the internal audit class. He came up, he owned the space. He came up. Yes, I think you could maybe speak a little bit louder, but other than that, I felt like he was very comfortable up there. That's what I'm wanting everyone to kind of do is be, walk around, use the space, get a little more comfortable. And I know it's a little bit scary up there. I could hear a few people's voices when they first started, like maybe a little bit nervous, but then you got comfortable. The pace was really good. There were a couple of places, I think, Zoe and Summer, that you might have been going a little fast, but you probably were worried about time. But you guys were fine on time. So this is a great example of a fantastic presentation. So let's give them a round of applause. Okay, so.